Hello again. It's the Buddy and Gabe show. One of my viewers sent me a rather interesting article. You're not going to have to look for it. I will attach it. It's a Jewish Bulletin of Northern California News. And what it says is that John Kerry has Jewish roots. Who knew? Hey buddy, did you know that? Did you know that he's got Jewish roots? Buddy and I are sort of curious if this is true, which it appears it very well might be. Will that change the relationship between the Chosen One and his Secretary of State? The article goes on to say, Kerry, who is a practicing Catholic, said he is known for 15 years that his parental grandmother was Jewish, but had unsuccessfully searched for news of his parental grandfather's roots. Well, looks like the Boston Globe helped him out. Yeah, what they did is they hired a genealogist, and voila, the records show that his grandfather, Frederick Kerry, was born as Fritz Kohn. He changed his name to Kerry in 1902, immigrated to the United States in 1905, and committed suicide in a Boston hotel in 1921. Well, let's hope that those traits are in the bloodline. You know who else's father committed suicide? The Speaker of the Senate, Harry Reid. His father took a gun and blew his brains out. Maybe that's why he's so against guns. I don't know. But what's interesting here is that if this again is true, which it appears to be, what kind of impact is that going to have on the Chosen One and Kerry's relationship? I believe that the Chosen One is a radical extremist Muslim, and we all know how Muslims feel about Jews. All you have to do is Google the meetings between Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, and the Chosen One, and you'll see how disrespectful Obama has always been to him. During one of their meetings, Obama just stood up and walked out, said, "I'll see you, I'm having dinner with my family," and left Netanyahu sitting there looking like, you know, a bit of a fool. But who was the real fool? Huh? The Chosen One was the real fool. We'll see. Now, according to this article, too, it says Kerry's grandfather's suicide apparently stemmed from financial troubles. But one could wonder if by changing his name and identity, the man had cut himself off from any sense of community. Well, you know, Kerry hooked up with the Heinz fortune, so I don't see him killing himself over money, you know. You know, for those of you that may not be aware of this, if you're a relatively new viewer, and I've done videos on this, but when Kerry went ahead and commissioned a new yacht to be built, he didn't have it built in the United States. He had it built in New Zealand. And I believe it was like over $600,000. And on the very back of the boat, there's an emblem. Guess what the emblem's of? A bottle of ketchup. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, anyway. In Massachusetts, there's a 10% tax on boats. So Kerry chose to register the boat in a state that he doesn't live in. I think it was Rhode Island. But in either case, he got caught. Whether he paid the tax or not of around $600,000. I'm sorry, yeah, it was $600,000 because the boat was $6 million. Yeah. The tax would have been $600,000. Whether he paid or not, I don't know. But someone might want to look into that. But that should be the least of his problems. You'd think now, if Obama makes the connection, sees his video, checks out that link, it's got to change their relationship. Whether or not Kerry's a practicing Catholic doesn't matter. He's got Jewish blood. And that's not acceptable in the Muslim world. To align yourself with anyone that has Jewish blood. We'll see. Once again, I will attach the link. You're free to read the entire article. Let me know if you think it'll have a negative impact on the chosen one's relationship with his Secretary of State. Huh?